Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BASHAM, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my AHPARYAM, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This brother called coming at you no less in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that Yahweh maketh from the beginning to the end. So today's lesson is going to be on this video that I'd seen, and is basically on I guess timing, if you want to call it that, whatever. But yeah, basically this Eve was talking about how she thinks that Yahawashi is not going to return until, or more specifically, Yahawah, alright, because I don't think she mentioned Yahawashi at all. But basically, she was saying that Yahawah is not going to deliver us until this current generation's grandkids. Like, she was basically saying that we're not going to live to see, and honestly, initially, when you hear stuff like this, it's like, you have to really, you can't just have your own, I guess, opinion. You should actually, it is a good habit to self-reflect. So I did some self-reflecting, but at the same time, like, it kind of seems to me like it's a faithless thing to say that Yahawashi is not going to return soon, only because of all the things. Like, if you have been keeping up with all the signs that's been going on, you should be happy, you should be rejoicing. But the thing is, let me actually show it. But the thing is that she looks exhausted, she looks like fed up and tired, and I have one of those precepts on that, which Yahawadah I can find it, because that was a very good precept that I had. Where the hell is it? That's what happens when you get everything up. Fuck. Alright, well, this is one of them. So, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And this is the thing, when we are in Yahawah, when we are in Yahawashi, as well as them dwelling in us, all right, in reference to John 6:63, all right, we are going to, when our Lords inhabit us, that's when we have renewable strength. Just like there's renewable resources that's never gonna run out. It's always gonna be there, like the water, solar power, and all that stuff. Like these are the things that we run on in the spirit, all right. And for her to be so, I guess, drained to just say like, oh my God, I hate this, and you know what, I'm just gonna die without seeing Yahawashi deliver us and all that. This is where that faithlessness comes from. And to talk on an anecdote, I've also met someone like that, where they were a super self-righteous Christian that was always only about, I want to be a good Christian, I want to do this and third and whatnot. And it's just, the thing was, they don't care about what's actually right. Like, what do I have to do it, or what's going on, what is the actual value of things. The only thing that they were actually, as a matter of fact, let me get that. This isn't even about the current lesson, but bear with me. Shit. Galatians chapter 1 verse 10, for do I now persuade men or Yahweh, or do I seek to please men? Or if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach. And that is basically what they were doing. They were always trying to, everyone come join this church, blah blah blah, and like it's such a sad thing, because very clearly, very obviously, like you can see people's intentions when it comes to the Christian church, that they don't really care about doing the right thing. It's because they want their pastor to see them, so then they can have some false sense, because that's not how you're slocky. I'm getting off topic, but that's not how you're supposed to do things. All right. And you know what, I have to go into it because it does kind of link in with it a bit, not fully, but whatever, you get the picture. Matthew chapter 6 verse 16, moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. And then we also get, and continue on. Yeah, let's just continue reading. Verse 17, but thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head, and wash thy face, that thou appear unto men verse 18, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. All right, so this is where the thing. Oh yeah, and as well as Matthew 6 verse 1, take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. So yeah, this was a very big thing in the Christian church, where people, they were too hyper focused on wanting to be seen from everybody. They want people to say, oh, look at Mr. whatever, doing all this good stuff, trying to seem super righteous in the eyes of the church. All right, rather than just doing good and waiting for the Lord to reward them secretly. But they want to be seen. They're like, oh, look at this very good Christian person, blah blah blah. All right, like this is men pleasing. All right. Anyway, continuing on back to this topic. This is that whole faithlessness, where this is a whole faithlessness where people are trying to, I guess, or slacky. They're more so not looking at what is actually going on, and that's the thing. Having done so many videos, I actually keep track, and I'm looking at all these things. Although I will admit that I'm still not very knowledgeable on all the stuff that's going on. But outside of that, still on a general sense, I can see what's going on. As just, you don't even need to be doing lessons, but you just need to be watching the videos, and you would be able to see all these things as lots of us see what's going on. But at the same time, the thing is, or the problem with this is that, let me actually get it. Where is it? Matthew chapter 24 verse 48. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. All right. So basically, yeah, this is the spirit that these people are coming, or she is coming in, when she says this stuff, where she is more so focused on, I'm not gonna see it. I'm gonna be dead by the time that YAHAWASHI comes. Like, that's evil. That's actually a wicked spirit to be on, especially with the especially with the whole with all the once again, my throat, but especially with all the signs that the Lord has gracefully and generously shown us. All right, you shouldn't be, and no one should be speaking in this type of way, to be saying something so negative in the first place. And the thing is that I didn't even notice, I didn't even believe this was actually, hearing that type of thing, or in terms of like just the possibility, it hurt, because I'm over here thinking like, oh man, like look at all the stuff, look at Trump, look at what Trump's doing, look at the CBDC, I think it's CBDC or CBBC, something like that. Look at the Elon Musk being implemented into the office, like all this stuff. Like, these are the things that we are looking for, okay? While when we look towards prophecy, to see like it's basically like right around the corner, it's about to happen. Oh, it's right there and whatnot. Whereas for her, like, this is like putting out a negative spirit, which this is what the brother had said in the thing. Just because you have social media and all the stuff, and you can post your opinions online, you can record yourself and put it online and whatnot, that doesn't mean that you actually should, because you are putting out a negative vibration, a negative spirit out there to get on people, to make people doubt, and to make people just feel like, okay, well, if Yahawashi is not going to come back anytime soon, or in my lifetime, then I'm just going to go be a freaking demon. All right, I'm gonna go back into the world and be a full-on devil, and then my descendants will have to deal with it. Like that is an evil spirit that she is putting out there, that's fucking up with everyone else. All right, and what's funny? He randomly, I forgot where it was, but he randomly got angry, and I didn't even fully understand it, but now I do. When I was watching this video, I'm pretty sure he got angry, like, because I was like, wait, why did he just get angry out of nowhere? And honestly, I can feel it, because now I'm angry for the irresponsibility and just the carelessness from someone that claims to be an Israelite, doing something so absurdly stupid. You have no business doing this. All right, you're not helping anybody. You're just you're killing morale. All right, in a war, if the soldiers think, oh my God, that's fucking that's Goku up in there that we have to fight against, I'm not gonna fight, I'm gonna run away, and then you lose your forces because if someone sees one of their soldiers running away, they're gonna say, okay, well, we're losing men, we're losing soldiers, so I'm gonna run away too. We can't win because we're number one, the enemy is already too dangerous, and then on top of that, we're losing our firepower because people are running away. So this is why, and this is when you shut up and you don't say anything. All right, this is why you shut up. You keep all that negativity to yourself. If you didn't think that you weren't gonna see Yahawashi return within your lifetime, then all you have to do is keep that to yourself. Nobody needs to hear that. All right, this is a very irresponsible and foolish thing, and which is an important thing to note, that anyone has any of these negative opinions in general, just keep that shit to yourself. All right, I can't stress that enough, because this is in every sense of the word. If you are an Israelite, this is irresponsible and just damn near just wicked. All right, it doesn't matter what your intentions were, that was wrong of you to do. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And this is the thing, all right? Is she measuring the time? Is she looking at the signs? All right, let me actually get that, because this is what Yahawashi even said. Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. And verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, so we are over here looking and waiting for all these signs. The signs being some people coming in the name of Yahawashi, all right, and deceiving many people. Wars and rumors of wars, all right, as we hear of Russia, Ukraine, Hamas and Palestine, as well as more recently Russia's constant, I'm not even going to say singular, but constant multiple threats towards America. All right, these are the things that we look forward to, and we are happy to hear it, because as Yahawashi said, you can't be troubled when you hear this type of stuff, because as he said, we're reading it, it's right here. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So it's basically about to happen. And when we see these are the things that we measure. We say, okay, so this is the length of things left before X, Y, and Z happens, and then we are delivered. All right, so then you have freaking this demon, this devil, all right, and I say this in just the same way that Yahawashi had called, I believe it was Peter, a devil. I think it was Peter or Simon. Whatever, you get the point, okay? But Yahawashi had called one of his disciples a devil, all right. And in that same sense, she's being a devil as well by speaking these demoralizing words. All right, now continuing on. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. All right, so there's going to be a season and time, like in the season that we're at. I guess if I had to describe it, it's more like the like in a song, there's the chorus, and then there's right before the chorus there's the bridge, or it's like in between the chorus and the verse there's the bridge. And this, where we are right now at the bridge, because you see how people are not liking how things are right now. They're not liking how society is being run. They're not liking how the information that we know how America is handling situations internationally. All right, people are all aware of what's going on, and it's creating this bigger divide. Okay, America is way more divided than it has ever been, especially with so many people siding with Palestine. All right, saying free Palestine, all this shit. And they don't support the more people now more than ever, compared to like 20 years ago. They don't support the American military compared to 20 plus years ago. All right, so you have all this stuff where especially because of the internet, people telling the internet with the information being so readily available, as well as us having access to seeing what people are seeing in Ukraine, what people are seeing in China, and all this stuff, and all these different countries. All right, now continuing on, let me get this. So yeah, this is like the bridge, and it's like the calm before the storm, even though this is not technically a storm, metaphorically speaking, but that just basically means that it's only going to get worse in time. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, for the visions is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, so basically the prophecies are coming. All the things that were seen and known, or I guess known before time, okay, they're coming. They have a set time. Of course, we don't know the set time. Only Yahweh knows, but it's going to come. We are waiting eagerly for it. All we know, all right, as his servants, are the measurements, all right, it's like the approximation, that's the word, approximations of said prophecies, all right, as well as the order for the most part, the order of what's going to happen. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. So while it seems like, oh, it's taking a long time, actually, let's just get this. Tarry, of like converted with, what the fuck? Okay, here, it from Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says tarry is to delay or be tardy in acting or doing. So while the usage in here is basically like, though it seems like it's taking a long time, though it seems like it's being delayed, wait for it, because it will come, or it's definitely going to come, and it's not going to be delayed. Okay, and that's the thing. Like, say for example, you're waiting for your ride, all right, to come at 3 o'clock on the dot, all right, and you're waiting and waiting, and then you see you're looking down the street, all right, for when your car is gonna come, for when your car is about to come, and then it's like 2:59, all right, and it's 2:59, and you still don't see a car, all right, and you're thinking like, oh my God, they're gonna be late, they're not gonna be here until 4, 5, or they're not gonna come at all, and that stuff, and then exactly when it hits 3 o'clock on the dot, that's when you see the car that you're waiting for make the turn and come to pick you up and whatnot. And that is a perfect example of like, it looks like it's going to take a long time. You just don't know, you can't see it, but at the same time you have faith and wait until it comes, and that's when you least expect it. That's when it shows itself, all right, at the appointed time, even though we don't know it. But let's continue. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Okay, another beautiful precept that goes along with this, where let us not be weary in well doing. So even though we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, you can't be faint. Okay, you can't be, as it says here, we cannot faint, or we cannot start to doubt, all right, just because it is, going back to Habakkuk, all right, Habakkuk 2 and 3, okay, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay, so just because it's quote unquote tarrying, all right, because it's not going to tarry, but just because it looks like it's delaying a bit, don't faint. You just keep on doing your part, because it's going to come, all right, it's going to come, all right. As also the Lord said that he will return as a thief in the night, so when you least expect it, all right. But also, we also get this aspect of it. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of Yahawah. All right, so the gift from Yahawah is faith. Faith is not something that is inherent or is just a blessing, or just something that you can just easily obtain. This is a gift, all right. And the funny thing is, lots of people don't have the gift of faith. Okay, they don't have faith in Yahawah, they don't have faith in themselves. Okay, even in this truth, faith is a hard thing to come. Faith, even in this truth, faith is a hard thing to come by on if the Lord isn't readily giving it to you, but you have to actually seek it out. All right, so basically verse 9, not of works, lest any man should boast. So yes, it's not something that faith is like you are being saved, or you're making strides through some whatever hardships, but if you succeed in it, it's not because of anything that you did or any of you or your inherent capabilities. It is simply because Yahawadah made it so that you were set up to succeed in that situation, and that is an aspect of faith, all right, which also ties into just our belief and trust that the Lord's going to get us out of this captivity. And this is another thing that goes into it. This is how as I said before, the faithlessness that she had when she decided to make this thing and to bring down the morale of any and all Israelites. And also the thing was, funnily enough, this was entitled a very important message to all Israelites. All right. So who's to say that someone that's not as grounded in the truth is going to get this video, or see this video and then just decide, you know what, then I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna bother with this since I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Okay, I'm not gonna reap the benefits or even see any of this stuff until after I'm dead. All right. So this was a very terrible video to do, once again, as I had already previously mentioned and stated. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The evidence of things not seen is a perfect way to put it, because you can't when you have faith, it's not based on anything that you can see or anything tangible or logic, quote unquote. Well, I mean, technically there is some logic to it, but whatever. The thing is that faith is something that it's a very powerful aspect, because it's like you are told that do not get a jacket, do not bring an umbrella. You see that it's about to rain, and someone tells you do not bring an umbrella because someone else is going to get you an umbrella. And if you have two umbrellas, then basically someone's going to try to steal the second umbrella and whatnot. All right, so you have that faith that, okay, you know what, I'm not going to bring an umbrella. I'm not going to bring the umbrella because I'm going to get it when I get out there. And then it's that faith of everything's going to be all right. We're going to make it through it, blah, blah, blah. And that when it actually happens, that's when, like, that's the payoff that's worth a lot more, because you didn't call someone and confirm, hey, do you have an extra umbrella for me? Are you going to have an umbrella? You just said someone is going to do it. Someone else, an external source, says you're going to do it. It's going to work out, blah, blah, everything's good. It's lucky about that terrible explanation, but Yahawadah, so you get it. Sirach chapter 2 verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And this is the thing, who had trusted or called and had faith in YAHAWASHI and was confounded or was abandoned to their devices or destruction in general. Okay, this is the thing to remember, which is, I guess, again, a part of the whole logic thing in terms of faith, like where it might not seem on a carnal perspective, that on a carnal logic perspective, that it's not a good idea to do X, Y, and Z, but it's like it makes. As a matter of fact, let me just get that, because I just remembered this. I just remembered, what is it? Foolishness. Fuck. I think it's Corinthians. Yep, okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of Yahweh. Okay, so preaching and just having faith in Yahawadah, that is considered foolish, carnal, on a carnal perspective. But unto us that have faith, all right, but to us in this truth, it is the source of the power of Yahawadah for us. All right. Now finally, Isaiah chapter 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And once again, it goes back into not fully understanding the timing and the the workings of how YAHAWASHI does stuff, and with that lack of understanding, you're going to get people like her that's going to do. I'm not. I have no remorse for me bashing her, because this was a very terrible thing to do, and she should not have made this video. So yes, it is because this is a perfect example of just having faith and not trying to let your freaking worries and fears. As a matter of fact, let me get that and then I will close out. I think it's Peter. No, it's not Peter. Yes, it is Peter. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. All right. Basically casting all, or giving all your worries and your troubles to YAHAWASHI, as he doesn't want you to be all stressed out and stuff like that. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bal, and Shalom.